What's going on, guys? MonsterKillsHD here, as most of you guys probably already know. So guys, in this video today I'm going to be talking about something that I want to bring up because I think it's important to talk about. So, I'm really against organizations trying to do a monopoly in esports, and as of recent, there is a monopoly going on in Call of Duty esports. Now you may say, how exactly does that work, or who is the teams that are doing this? Very good question, and we hope that this video is going to help you understand what is going on in the Call of Duty scene a little bit better. Now, Call of Duty has remotely always been one team for each organization, and that's what it's been the last couple of years. Well, as of recently, there's been one team that has been buying the market for competitive Call of Duty players, and they've been buying most of the best teams up, changed the name on them, still had the same roster, and they keep playing and they keep winning tournaments with a different name, however. So, there was originally just Curse Call of Duty, and it started out just like that. They played a couple games, and they ended up changing their name to Curse Las Vegas. At that point, they were pretty untouchable for a couple months, I'd say, and then Complexity eventually came down the road and just completely rolled since then, rolled games, and up until this point, they've been pretty much unstoppable. Shortly after that, there was a Curse New York. Now, you may say, what is Curse New York? Well, Curse New York was like the little bit lower, less skilled than Curse Las Vegas, but they definitely have a lot of skill and a lot of potential in Call of Duty, and they were eventually brought up as a team that, hey, if Curse Las Vegas doesn't win it, Curse New York can win it for us. Well, a couple more weeks go by, and that team changes a little bit for Curse New York. They change a couple players, and they call it Curse Youth. Now, this went on for a couple months. They kept playing. Same roster, just a couple different players on it, pretty much. And now we go up to this situation. There is now a Curse Fire team in Call of Duty that consists of pretty much just a blend of really good players, kind of like extras. If they need somebody to fill in for an event, they can just definitely just use that person as a substitute pretty much for online tournaments, and they can pretty much just dominate the market. Well, I was okay with that. One team I'm perfectly fine with, and I really encourage that for people that are trying to get into esports. Two teams I can deal with, but it's starting to get to the point, okay, are we going to buy our way to the top? Three teams, I say it's kind of getting a little bit out of hand, but hey, I can deal with it. Two is a lot, but three is that number that's kind of pushing it over the edge, but hasn't really done much. However, recently they've done it again, and Trident T1 Daughters, that was really the team that really stood out from the Australian group, and they were really just dominating the teams that they were playing against. They only had like 1 or 2 losses the entire tournament, and they were definitely remotely probably Australia's best team. A lot of people weren't even expecting an Australia team to even get up that high in Call of Duty championships, and they ended up getting like top 8, I believe. So that is definitely a huge impact that they made. So Curse, being the team that they are, or organization I should say, they ended up swooping up Curse new roster from Trident T1 Daughters. They ended up changing the name on it to Curse AU, which stands for Curse Australia. Now, this is where it's kind of getting ridiculous if you ask me. They're going to have a team house, and they're going to have 16 players inside of it, and they're going to keep scrimmaging against each other until they are one of the best teams, all of them, inside of this house, and they should be able to beat everybody at a tournament online or an event such as Major League Gaming, for example, or Call of Duty Championships. And this is where I think it's starting to get a little bit ridiculous. 2 teams are okay. I don't have that much of a problem. 3 teams, it's getting there, but 4 teams, just all the same names, just something different to the end of them. It's like, why don't you just buy the top 30 teams at this point, and hopefully one of them will win you the event out of the other 2 remaining. So, like I said, I'm starting to see an issue with this and the monopoly going on. A lot of people are already cracking jokes about it, saying that there's 16 people in this house. Probably half of them don't drive. Probably half of them don't know how to take care of themselves. So, good luck with that. And I'm kind of not trying to say that that's probably what's going to happen, even though it's a good chance that that will happen at the team house. But I'm more upset that the part that they have 4 Call of Duty team names now. And considering all these teams are pretty good to begin with, they all have a pretty good chance to get into Call of Duty championships. And if you consider that there's 32 teams invited to the qualifier, or not to the qualifier, but the actual venue itself for Call of Duty Championships to compete against each other for $1 million, and you have 4 of the 32 teams there, I'm starting to see Monopoly, and not to even get started about, hey, they have 4 teams now, they had 2, what is going to stop them from getting 8 to 10 teams? That is my kind of concerns with this right now. I think it's getting a little bit out of hand, and I think that in the future they should maybe name lock so you can only have 2 teams under each organization, and I think that would maybe help against organizations just completely buying out the market and just becoming the best esports community overnight for certain games. So like I said, they have 4 teams right now for Call of Duty. They have even more for League of Legends competitive in esports. So, you know, even though that they're making a lot of money and they had the ability to do this, I don't think that they should be allowed to do it necessarily. But anyways, guys, that's just my personal opinions. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. My name, of course, is MultiKillsHD, and I'm out. Peace.